Swamiji, you mentioned about not being attached to results. I would like to refer to corporates today, where everybody is accountable for results. And many a times the corporates would not look at the efforts that have been put in. Only the results are demanded, and adverse actions are taken on the employees, and they're asked to leave if the results are not delivered. So I would like to hear your thoughts on that.
Right. This is a very natural question. See, the fact is that when you are not attached to outcomes, you are focusing all your energy on the efforts. And that is the way to get the best results. Alright? So why are you detached from the results? Because you are no longer thinking it's all about myself. It's for a higher cause. But that doesn't mean I'll not put my best. When you think I'm working for a higher cause, you will be even more motivated to do your best. But you are detached because it's not for yourself. That's the only reason.
Next question.
USA. My question is that about mindsets. That success, happiness, and fulfillment. The book which you have written, is it a natural progression that you achieve success, happiness, and fulfillment? Is there a way to achieve fulfillment? Do you have anything special to say? And this question which I had in mind, which was bothering me, was today we are talking about growth mindset and fixed mindset. Because in business and in this world, it's all about growth mindset. And we say that throw the box out and come out of the box and think out of the box. So, what do you have to say in terms of fixed mindset and growth mindset?
So that becomes two questions.
Whatever way you are convenient.
If you can choose one, because that will give others also a chance.
Sure.
You
The
choose
first one is fine.
Okay, the first one. See, now you have forced me to think, because I wrote the book, but I never thought about this. His question is that does success, happiness, and fulfillment happen in that sequence? Everybody wants success, but how you define success will make all the difference in your life. Isn't it? For some people, success is all about the number of zeros in their bank balance. For some people, success is all about this number of bedrooms in their house. So how do you define success? In the book, I have explained that true success comes from three genuine urges of our soul. One is to be the best that you can be. The second is to do the best that you can do. And the third is to feel the best that you can feel. Alright? So these three things are the true measure of success. All of us have these urges. Why does everybody come to talks like this? Because they have the desire to improve. We all wish to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. And not only that, we wish to do good as well. See, there's so many studies done in the industrial production line that the workers who are the packers and the workers who tear the thing apart, their satisfaction levels have been compared. Those whose job is to create are always more satisfied and fulfilled than those whose job is to destroy. So the natural instinct of ours is, I'm working hard. Is this work making a difference in anybody's life, in any organization? So we all wish to do the best. And the final thing, we all wish to be happy. Ultimately, it's a search for happiness. Right? So how do you get happiness? When you do good and when you become good. I would like to say that success, happiness, and fulfillment will all come together. They will all grow by stages, And when you truly have one, you'll truly have the other two as well. You can get.
So, sir, I wanted to ask you that if you don't perform well, so how can you stay optimistic at that time?
All right. Now, not performing well is a situation you will face again and again. As a student, it's everywhere. When you are working, in your relationships. So where the attitude comes in is, how do you respond to that? One response could be, मुझसे तो कभी होगा ही नहीं, मैं तो फेल हो गई, अब तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा. Another attitude is, I failed. Let me figure out why I failed. And let me learn how to be able to succeed by doing a better job next time. For some people, failure is the cause of demotivation. For some people, failure is a challenge that forces them to succeed. Alright? So that is the attitude, that is the mind management. No matter what happens in life, don't focus on the problem. Don't be problem oriented. Focus on the solution. Okay, I failed. Now what is the solution? Right? So the positive thinker is solution oriented. The negative thinker is problem oriented. And that is why positive thinking is what will lead you to growth, and positive thinking will make you a happier person.
How do we practice it? How do we stay detached from the results that we wait for?
Extent attachment to results is natural. Actually, attachment to results, the whole world is doing it. You don't need to learn it, isn't it? But the point is that if you are attached to results, your mind gets disturbed and distracted. Remember, now you will be going, are you in first year or second year? First year. In second year, you will start taking interviews. Moment you are attached to the results, your performance will drop. The moment you are detached, you will perform, do a better job in the interview. Okay? So, not attached to outcome. I like to give this the acronym NATO. Not attached to outcome. In the olden days, NATO was North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So that was disbanded by Trump. So now we have not attached to outcome. If you are playing a game of golf and play it without any attachment to outcomes, you will not only have the most enjoyable, but you'll also have the best game of your life. Because you're totally focused on your efforts. That is the way to do it. Focus on the efforts, not the results.
There's a question from the second row, please.
मैं रामलाल आनंद कॉलेज से हूँ और आपका वक्तव्य वाकई बहुत प्रभावशाली था. मैं थोड़ा सा हटकर प्रश्न कर रही हूँ. हमारा जो मस्तिष्क है वो जागृत अवस्था में और सुषुप्त अवस्था में दोनों ही अवस्थाओं में रहता है. मेरा प्रश्न ये है कि अपनी सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को किस तरीके से कॉन्शियस माइंड के साथ जोड़कर और अधिक ऊर्जावान हो सकते हैं.
हमें फिलॉसफी पर हो जाती है. देखिए, जो आप निद्रा की अवस्थाओं की चर्चा कर रहे हैं ना, तो निद्रा की अवस्थाएं होती हैं. जागृत अवस्था से हम प्रारंभ करते हैं. पहले आती है तंद्रा अवस्था, इन बिटवीन. फिर स्वप्नावस्था. स्वप्नावस्था में बुद्धि सो जाती है, लेकिन मन नहीं सोता. जो अवचेतन मन आप कह रहे हैं, सबकॉन्शियस, वो नहीं सोता, इसलिए आप स्वप्न देखते हैं. और फिर जब वो मन भी सो जाता है, तब आप सुषुप्ति अवस्था में जाते हैं, गहरी नींद. वहां पे कुछ अनुभव में नहीं आता. तो उस समय कुछ अनुभव नहीं होता, लेकिन जब आप जागते हैं उसके बाद तो आप कहते हैं सुखमहम स्वाप्सम, मैं बड़े सुख से सोया, आज बड़े सुख से सोई, लेकिन चीदमवेदिशम, कुछ अनुभव में नहीं आया। तो ये अनुभव हुआ कि कुछ अनुभव नहीं हुआ, ये सुषुप्ति अवस्था। ठीक है, तो अवचेतन मन की अनुभूति आपको स्वप्नावस्था में हुई। अब आपका ये प्रश्न है कि हम अवचेतन मन और चेतन मन के लिंक को कैसे टैप करें ताकि अपने अवचेतन मन की शक्ति को जागृत कर सकें। ये अवचेतन मन एक हार्ड ड्राइव के समान है जिसके अंदर स्टोर होता जा रहा है बाल्यावस्था से। बाल्यावस्था में एक कुत्ते ने किसी को अटैक किया, 3 साल के बच्चे को। अब वो तो बच गया, वो चेतन मन ने अनुभव किया उस भय को, लेकिन 3 मास के बाद चेतन मन तो भूल गया, अब चेतन मन में उसकी स्मृति रह गई। तो जीवन भर वो कुत्तों से भयभीत रहता है। कुत्ता सामने आता, अवचेतन मन पसीना छुड़वा देता, उसको भी समझ में नहीं आता ये भय का कारण क्या है, वो अवचेतन मन। तो अवचेतन मन किसी का स्वभावतः नकारात्मक होता, किसी का स्वभावतः सकारात्मक होता। अब आश्चर्य की बात ये, पहले हम उसमें कोई आर्ग्यूमेंट की बात नहीं है, लेकिन हमारा वेद कहता है कि आपका अवचेतन मन कई जन्मों से साथ में चला, वो एक जन्म का नहीं। इसीलिए इतना गहरा है ये अवचेतन मन। तो इसकी डिटेल में हमको आधा घंटा लगता, लेकिन ब्रीफली आपको उत्तर देने के लिए, चेतन अवचेतन मन बुद्धि का उपयोग नहीं करता। जैसे चेतन मन उसको प्रोग्राम करे वो वैसा बन जाता। इस एनालॉजी को समझिए कि शिप में एक कैप्टन है जो देख रहा, और मरीनर्स हैं इंजन रूम में जो आज्ञा पालन कर रहे हैं। कैप्टन आज्ञा देता है, वो फॉलो करते हैं। ऐसे ही चेतन मन कहता है मैं तो किसी काम का नहीं हूं, मैं किसी काम का नहीं। अब चेतन मन प्रोग्राम हो जाता है मैं तो किसी काम का हूं ही नहीं। जहां फेलियर आया, अवचेतन मन कहता है मैं तो जानता था मैं किसी काम का नहीं। अब आपने अवचेतन मन को उस अवस्था में कैसे पहुंचाया? चेतन मन से। तो अवचेतन मन को रीप्रोग्राम करना, तो चेतन मन से आप जो सेल्फ टॉक करते, आप जो अपने से बात करते, उसको चेंज करें। हमेशा अपने को पॉजिटिव मैसेजेस दें, हमेशा अपने को अच्छे मैसेजेस दें, तो धीरे 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 इसकी प्रोग्रामिंग चेंज होती जाएगी।
And wonderful session, sir. बहुत ही wonderful. My question is, we are destroying our happiness by unnecessary comparison. Somebody was happy with the increment, he celebrated even. But the moment he came to know somebody is getting 1,000 rupees higher than that, whole destroyed. Everything is destroyed. So how to really stop this? Although comparison may be good, and it helps in benchmark, it helps in betterment also. But how to really stop this destroying of happiness by unnecessary comparison and still remain, benchmark or betterment, aspire for the better. So that's basically.
That is very, very our happiness through comparison. मैं तो डेप्यूटी डायरेक्टर बन गया, बहुत खुश हूँ, लेकिन डायरेक्टर को देखा फिर से मिजरी शुरू हो गई। तो in every stage we compare and we become unhappy. And comparisons are inevitable because people are all around you. So no matter where you reach, there's always somebody ahead of you, there's always somebody below you. So there is, as regards this contentment, there is a verse in our scriptures. संतोषस्त्रिषु कर्तव्यः स्वदारे भोजने धने। 3 चीजों में संतुष्ट हो जाओ। अपने पति पत्नी में जैसा भी गोबर गणेश मिलाए ठीक है, अपने भोजन में, अपने धन में, त्रिषु नैव च कर्तव्यः स्वाध्याये जपदानय, 3 चीजों में कभी संतोष मत करें, अपने अध्ययन, अपने साधना जप और अपने दान कार्य में। अर्थात सॉल्यूशन ये निकलता है to the question that you have asked. Use your wisdom to compare in a beneficial manner. In other words, if you can compare with people who are better than you as human beings, then use it to inspire yourself. अगर ये 3 साल में यहाँ से यहाँ तक पहुँच गया तो मैं क्यों नहीं पहुँच सकता, मुझे और प्रयत्न करना चाहिए, right? So this comparison in itself is not bad. It is an art. Either you compare and become frustrated, or you compare and become inspired. They said you always feel discontented in your spiritual progress because it will create in you the hunger to move ahead. Always feel dissatisfied in the good work you have done. I have not done anything as yet, I need to do so much more. Always feel discontented in your wisdom. It is still not enough. I need to acquire even more. Alright, so compare in the proper direction and keep growing in life.
Self-control. So my question is, how can we inculcate the self-control within ourselves?
Perfect. How can we enhance our self-control? Very interestingly, this self-control is coming from a physiological part in the brain called the prefrontal cortex. There's a prefrontal lobe to your neocortex that distinguishes human beings from animals. This prefrontal lobe is giving us 3 powers. Awareness of my higher goal. The ability to reject, I will not. This thing is pleasurable, but I will not. The ability to say, yes, I will. This is difficult, still I will. So I want, I won't, I will. These abilities, which are unique to humans, are coming from the prefrontal cortex. Interestingly, this human brain is such, the more you utilize it, the more it develops. Everybody knows you practice mathematics, and the portion of the brain required for mathematics keeps on packing grey matter, and you become better and better at mathematics. Similarly, this prefrontal cortex can also be developed by exercising it. Just like you exercise your muscles and grow the biceps and triceps, you can grow your self-control. Every time you exercise discipline, your self-control grows. Every time you succumb, you reduce it. So what is the secret then? To keep on exercising self-control. Students tell me, Swamiji, ये focus कैसे बढ़ाएंगे पढ़ाई में? Very simple. Every time the mind is diverted, bring it back. It's diverted, bring it back. Slowly you will find it's becoming easier and easier and easier. Now the interesting thing is, self-control gained in one field helps you in all the other fields of life. So the best exercise for self-control is meditation. You sit and meditate. The mind says, kya boring hai? Can I think of some film star? And the intellect says, hey, Mani Ram, come back here. Mind says, can I go for chocolates now? Hey, come back here. So what are you doing in meditation? it's a complete exercise in self-control. If you can just practice 15 minutes of meditation every day, at the end of 6 months you will discover you have become a changed person. Okay, so this is the practical application of spirituality in your life.
I want to ask the question that how can an unsuccessful person can be happy?
Okay, her question is, how can an unsuccessful person be happy? So first of all, you must go deeper in your meaning of success. Alright? We are creating very, very shallow definitions of success. If I come in the merit list, then I am a success. Or if I have got such and such kind of job, then I am a success. Now, factually, life is much deeper than that. As a student, you think marks are the most important parameters of success. But later on, you find that marks had no relevance to my life. In my batch, the student who did the best, in my MBA batch at IIM Calcutta, he was the one who used to come last. And he landed up as chairman in Nokia. So, our definition of success is itself wrong. What you need to do is become more spiritually wise. Success means I need to become a better person. I need to have better thoughts. Success means the ability to be happy. Now there was, the story of Helen Keller, right? Now by all means she didn't have 2 senses. So she didn't even have the facilities for success that any of us had. And yet she was one of the happiest persons in the world. Right? So success means what I am able to do, I try and do my best. That is it. Did I do my best today? If I did, thank you, God. If I did not, okay, tomorrow I must try and do even better. If you can live each day to the best of your ability, your life is becoming a success. It doesn't matter whether you failed in some aspect or you did not. Okay? Failure is not permanent. Sona sajjana sadhujan टूटे जुड़े 100 बार दुर्जन कुंभ कुमार के एक करा दरार. Kabir ji said, what is the characteristic of Sona Sajjan Sadhujan? You break them 100 times, they will never say I failed, they will again join themselves. And Durjan Kumbha Kumar ke ek kara darar. The ability to get back from failure, that is the resilience. This again is one of the finest abilities that you can develop in your personality.
There's a question from the second row. Please get the mic. Second row.
Sharing your views with our students. My question to you is that nowadays in social media we come across different posts where human beings are compared to animals. For example, human pets are much more better as compared to human beings in today's generation. Human relationships are not of that quality which they were maybe 20 or 30 years back. So what are your views on it?
There are many mentioned, but it's a fact of life. You don't need to search, you look around you, you find injustice, you find poverty, you find misery, suffering, oppression. The whole world is full of it. The social media is highlighting it. Unfortunately, there is an audience for it, and that is why they're accumulating views. You see, so this is the nature of this world. Now again, what are our options? If we keep on pondering over it and become morose and disturbed, or you think, what can I do to make this world a better place? That's all is in my hands. That is being solution oriented. Right? So the world is as it is. Either we cry about it or we try and improve it. Now, how do you go about improving it? First of all, by improving yourself. If I can become a better person, maybe I can change another person, and that will change another person, and that will change another person. So this ripple effect will slowly catch on, and it will help others change. So I agree with you 500% that there are terrible, miserable things that are happening. That's why I personally don't like to view the social media. I focus on my work. My channel has got 1 million viewers, right? But I prefer not to view the social media. I prefer to do my bit on what I can do to help improve myself and make this world a better place.
Swamiji, namaskar. My name is Bridge, and I've seen people living with two different mindsets. A mindset of abundance and another of scarcity. And their behaviors are, you can expect, totally different. And how have you seen these mindsets in your experience?
Right. So the mindset of abundance means there's enough in this world for everybody to succeed. And if others have succeeded, it doesn't threaten me. So somebody who has the mindset of abundance celebrates the success of others. He's not willing to share, not hesitating to share, because he knows Bhagavan khub deta jayega, jitna hum baatenge Bhagavan aur dega. Right? The mindset of scarcity is there's a limited cake. If somebody has got one piece, then I can have less. So somebody with a mindset of scarcity is envious of the success of others. Somebody with a mindset of scarcity likes to play king of the hill. Now some bosses play king of the hill. If they see somebody progressing, oh, meri seat khatre mein hai. And somebody with a mindset of abundance says, there's no problem. जितना बाकी तरक्की करेंगे हम सब तरक्की करेंगे. So it reminds me of a story. In America, there used to be an agricultural competition for the best corn grown. And there was this one person who would win every year after year. And what he would do was he would take the corn seeds from his farm, the prize ones, and offer them to the neighboring farmers. So reporters would say, are you not scared? Your best prize-winning corn seeds you're giving to your neighbors. The mindset of scarcity would have meant that, oh my God, this is very special, nobody else should get it. But he's distributing it to everyone. So he would say no, because ultimately the pollen flies from the other farms into my farm. If they improve, I will also improve. So similarly, if the others improve, it always leads to self-improvement as well. So the fact is that there is abundance, but we are not able to understand it, so we adopt the mindset of scarcity. So, this gentleman had one question which I had postponed. If we can conclude with this one question. Yes. So you have to remind me what your question was. The difference between the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Somebody with a fixed mindset is stuck in his or her own ways. I did so well this time, this is my potential, this is how I can do it. So it kind of correlates to his question as well. In the fixed mindset, we think that I have to live with what I have and what I am and what I do. And somebody with the growth mindset thinks that there is abundance. There is no dearth of possibilities for growth. That is the infinite potential that we talk about. So there is abundance, there is infinite opportunity to grow. If NDIM, when it got established, had the fixed mindset, they would have stuck to the first building with their 80 students. But it was their growth mindset which brought them to this success story today. So, as students, as practicing managers, remember the growth mindset is what aligns with the universe. Because God is infinite and He wants all of us to grow to our infinite potential. There is a statement in the Bible as well. Be ye perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. The Swami Vivekananda expressed this so brilliantly when he said, these prophets were not unique. They were human as you and I. And they had attained super consciousness. And you and I can do the same. The very fact that one person attained that state indicates that all of us can do so. And that, ultimately, is religion. What is religion? Religion is the science by which each of us can become perfect like God is perfect. That is the growth potential, the growth mindset. So, at the end, okay, so
your last couple of lines that you mentioned, it also comes out of, the people through whom I got connected to you. They say, Swamiji say, ये सवाल हमने तो पूछ चुके हैं, but your people should also be asking. That question is whether God is there, because you have spoken tremendously, written onto that also, and how do you experience that?
This is a philosophical question that has been asked billions of times in the history of humankind. And it is being asked today and it will be asked in the future as well. And people have all answered it differently because they have understood God differently. The God is infinite. The word for Him is Brahma, immensely big. Nobody can claim to know Him fully or have experienced Him fully. Everybody has experienced God in different ways. The scientist has experienced God in the form of the laws of nature. Newton, that was his motivation in studying science. Somebody has experienced God as the Karam Ka Vidhan, the Danda. Somebody has experienced God as infinite love. Somebody as the inspirer of the intellect, or the bestower of the beauty in the flower, etc., etc. But as a starting point, God is He who has created this world. Very simple. This huge and immense world. How did it happen? To say that there was a big bang and the world got created is naive. Does a bang lead to chaos or order? The laws of nature are not the consequence of a bang. See, in my days, engineering was 5 years. I was one of the last 5-year batches. So 5 years I did BTech. And we were studying all these laws one after the other after the other. So one question would always disturb me. We are studying all these laws. Who is the lawmaker? Because it's common sense that if there are laws, there must be a lawmaker. If you put this microphone in front of my mouth and I say, Dr. Bansal, who in your college has made or procured this? And he responds by saying, Swamiji, nobody. There was just a bang in this room. And when we came, the mic and the rod had got created. He will say, Aisa kaise ho sakta hai? Similarly, this world that is miraculous from the tiniest Higgs boson to the biggest galaxies must have a creator behind it. This first point, the starting point in your journey towards God is to try and figure out that who is the creator. And then you will wonder that why have I come into this creation? So actually, since you have asked, there was one Francis Collins, a few years ago, he was the director of the National Institute of Health in Washington, D.C. He was the head of the Human Genome Project, the first time the human DNA was decoded. And finally, when an international team of scientists decoded it, and then he took the stage with Bill Clinton, then president, to announce to the world that we have decoded the genome. He then wrote this book, Language of God. Where he says, me, a scientist, having decoded the genome, we are now playing God. We should have no need for such irrelevant concepts. But my faith in God is only increased. Why? Because the genome is so complex. The DNA, it has got so much of information. If you were to put it on A4 size sheets, you would keep stacking them till the height of the Washington Monument. And if you were to speak them at 3 syllables a second, it would take 31 years. That much of information is packed in one DNA of one cell of your body. And your body has 37 trillion cells. So to say this got created just by a bang without a superior intellect is not acceptable, not believable. So the creator of this world is God. Okay, so thank you very much. I actually am on my way to Vrindavan, and this worked out as an intermediary hall. I had to fulfill my commitment to Dr. Bansal, and it was a pleasure to speak to all the members of the industry, the faculty, and the wonderful students here today. Naturally,